Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wonder King Show. Today's second topic. Justin Herbert has just become the richest QB in the NFL. Look, I'm actually taking a victory lap right now. I really am. The reason why I am is because throughout this entire offseason, we have heard every single reason why the Ravens shouldn't pay one named Lamar Jackson. Everything. Longevity, playoffs, everything. Style. But the one thing that was in everybody's craw why you should not pay Lamar, and I'm talking about analysts, media, whatever you want to call them, was that they said he was 1-3 in the playoffs. That was the biggest reason. Why? Because they said no matter how much he won in the regular season, he didn't show up for big games. And if you can't win in the playoffs, you don't deserve that money. That was the rhetoric that was being spewed throughout all social media and media platforms. Now, it brings me to one named Justin Herbert. And you know what the sad thing is? I actually like Herbert. That's the sad thing. But what I'm doing is every time I go at him, I'm using the criteria in which they critique Lamar to critique him. And they always be like, oh, that doesn't count. So I'm gonna break off some stuff because I'm gonna read everything to you. So Ian Rappaport breaks breaking news, says the Chargers and star QB Justin Herbert have agreed to terms on a blockbuster 5-year extension worth $262.5 million. That's $2.5 million more than Lamar. Remember, Lamar's is $260. Okay. Per me and at Mike Garafolo, including monster guarantees to protect Herbert and lock him in for the future. You see that part he put there? To protect Herbert. Remember when Lamar was doing his? Everyone was like, no, we got to protect the team. And there's not enough money. I just want to make sure y'all understand. Make sure you understand. And for anybody saying, oh, this guy has never won in the playoffs, and he's been in the league now going on his 4th year. He's only made the playoffs once, right? And the one time he did make the playoffs, he gave up a 27-point lead. Okay, so we're going to keep going here, right? So I'm going to read the other part for Ian Rappaport's stuff. It says, there are a lot of big numbers in this big deal for Justin Herbert. Here's one. In year 1, Herbert gets $100 million. I repeat, in year 1, Herbert gets $100 million. Oh. And how much of y'all kept complaining that there was no money? Huh? Okay, let me keep going. Topping the previous high of $80 million. So he beat it by 20 mil. Not 2, not 3, not 4, 20. I can live the rest of my life very comfortably on 20 million, on just that difference. After tax. Okay. Herbert also gets $218.7 in guarantees on his 5-year, $262.5 million extension. You don't hear anybody saying he doesn't deserve that money. You don't hear anybody saying that he hasn't earned that money. You're not hearing anybody bringing up his playoff record. And this guy hasn't even been an MVP. He has never been the best quarterback, not even in. Everyone's going to say, well, Patrick Mahomes is in his division. Lamar's been the MVP. And he was on pace to win another MVP in a different season. Never has Herbert been in the conversation of saying he's the best QB in the league. Never. Lamar's been in that conversation more than once. So you can't even call it a fluke. You see, these are the comparisons that bother me because I keep receipts. Everyone always saying that these teams don't have money. They all have money. Duh. That's why the salary cap is there. But for anybody thinking, oh, Lamar didn't have it. Now, look, Lamar was the highest paid QB of all time for approximately 2 months, give or take, a week. Just remember, they were making fun saying, oh, he's not going to be able to, he's not worth that money and everything else, a bad deal. The Ravens paid a running back, all of those things that were said. Even when Jalen Hurts got his, you heard some of the similar rhetoric. Jay, about to do my Denzel. No, because this is funny to me. Like, you see the hypocrisy? Hypocrisy. And look, to be real with you, I'm not against Herbert getting his money. I like players making as much as possible that they can. I don't like, I'm down for players making as much money as possible because, once again, they're putting their bodies on the line. They're not going to make this for 20 years. See, a lot of people conflate. Some of these guys will only get one good contract, and then it's it. That's it. Look at Andrew Luck. He couldn't take, his body physically could not take no more. So when people, say this, no, I'm happy. I'm happy Herbert got his money. I was just happier that Lamar got his because, once again, Lamar is always attacked with tropes. You know what's funny? With Lamar, they discount, they say, oh, winning doesn't matter. Even though he's the second winningest quarterback history of the NFL. Only time wins matter is in the playoffs, which he's 1-3. So that's when it counts. Because we can use it against him. Until he wins the Super Bowl. Then they're going to say that's a team award. Listen, we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. But I keep trying to tell people, fans get mad at athletes for making money and don't realize that the sports in which they play for are making hand over fist bucks. And remember, they're marketing these guys. So I have no problem with these guys making as much money as possible. And I know y'all heard about Mbappe, about how much he was offered in soccer. Boy, I almost took out the soccer ball and said it's time to get dribbling, bro. Can you imagine? I'm gonna read this to you real quick. So we're talking the thing on money. Let me see if I can find it, man. It took me out when I saw the amount that they said, right, for Mbappe. I was sitting there like, bro, there is no way. There's no way. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But the figure was like $1 billion for one season. Hey! Listen, bro. Hey! I don't know, man. That there's a lot of things people would do for that type of money. And he gets to play the sport he loves for, and not even say a long time, 1 year. Let me see if I can find. I'm still looking for it, guys. Here it goes. I found it. So for anybody understanding, because everyone's like, oh, that's Saudi Arabia. Because remember, they were doing the same thing in golf. Live, remember? And they were going against the athletes saying, well, the PGA was saying, if you go over there and even entertain it, you're not going to play for us no more. Saudi Arabia is trying to pay Kylian Mbappe $776 million to play for Al Hilal for one season. For comparison, there's a reason why I say this, why I defined it. Check this out. For comparison, 31 million. That's LeBron James' all-time NBA earnings. $494 million is Patrick Mahomes' deal through 2031. $450 million is the value of the Arizona Coyotes. $367 million, the New York Mets entire payroll. $225 million, the 2023 NFL salary cap. $185 million, the value of the Seattle Storm. $157 million, Tiger Woods' career PGA earnings. And the reason why I said $1 billion, because a lot of people are going to say, well, that's not $1 billion, it's only 776. The difference is being paid to the club to buy him out. Because you have to pay the club to let him go. So he can play the 1 year. They're willing to pay the club like $336 million to get him to come over there to play for 1 season. So don't tell me that there's not money out there. That's the reason why the NFL fights not to have an open cap. The NFL owners want a hard cap. Because think about, I want you to understand something. How much money do you think Patrick Mahomes will go on the open market? How much do you think Travis Kelce will go on the open market? Where you can just bid. Highest bidder gets him. Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson. And the reason why, I know some people's going, because I know there's going to be haters about Lamar Jackson. Think about his impact. Not just on the field, but off the field. Herbert just signed this big deal and you don't even hear it anywhere. He just became the highest paid QB in the league and you don't see it plastered over Twitter. It's not even trending. Lamar tweets once, trending. Lamar buys ice cream for kids, trending. He's a cultural icon. So he's on that list too. That's the reason why the owners want to keep a hard cap. Not because there's not enough money, but because they don't want to pay out that much money. They just don't. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Justin Herbert deserved all of that money? Or do you think that, hey, he's a great quarterback and great quarterbacks get paid? Let me know down in the comments section, all right? Straight up, let me know. But that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank y'all all for watching. And I hope we get down. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comment. Just please be respectful. That's literally all I ask. And if you would like to donate to this channel, bottom of the screen is a QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App's how we do all donations and stuff like that. Well, yeah, most of the donations. And you can find that in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Also available is the Patreon. Go check that out. 3 tiers of additional content for your viewing pleasure from the Wunderkind Meister himself. I'm telling y'all, give it a look. We have 12 patrons already, and we want to make sure that that number keeps growing. So go out there and support, all right? But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nitro signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.